what the hell was on it? Just salami and cheese?
And that was.
Please don't tell me it's like lettuce and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Wait.
You can't microwave lettuce.
No, it's disgusting.
No.
Wait, you microwave the lettuce?
Yeah. If it's just salami and cheese, it's good.
No.
I'm with Cooley. Tomatoes and lettuce.
You guys don't. When you get a Subway sandwich toast, you don't toast the vegetables.
No, you get it on after.
No, I toast it on.
No shit.
You don't.
Yeah, I do.
No fucking way. Do you really?
Yes, I do.
He's absolutely.
You have to ask for that.
No,
then.
wait.
I swear
Well,
to
I'm
God,
sure
do
if
not.
you ask them, they probably would.
In my
No,
order.
no. Sometimes the onions, I think you can toast, but not.
not
normally, they're gonna.
Wait, nobody ever toasts lettuce,
No,
right?
they
Lettuce
put the
is always
stuff
like
on
a
at the
golden
end.
run.
No, the lettuce never should be going in there. And
Lettuce.
tomato.
You're listening to the Pine Room Podcast, the home of sports, gambling, entertainment, and whatever the hell else has gone on this week. So pull up a seat by the fire, crack open a cold one, and make sure to get your bets in. Welcome to the Pine Room.
This episode is sponsored by our good friends at IC Cab. Whether you're in the Ohio Valley, Pittsburgh, Cleveland, Columbus, Morgantown, or Charleston, you've seen the cars around. IC Cab provides a simple transportation service for all your transportation needs, be it a ride to the Pittsburgh airport, because we all know it's cheaper than parking, corporate transportation, courier services, or just a ride home from the local bar. IC Cab is your way to roll. To book your next ride, call 304-232-1313 or schedule a future ride at iccab.com/contact. Then all you got to do is fill out some info and boom, you got a ride coming your way. Oh, all right, that's me. Give them a call. Tell them the Pine Room sent you. All right, hello everyone, and welcome to the Pine Room Podcast, episode 63. We're here in the Pine Room Studios. Myself, Matt, Jarrett, Cools. Jeff was going to be with us today, but he came down with the same illness, I'm assuming, that my dad had. So
The Clearview plague.
Yeah, he had a late
the
scratch.
Clearview cough. That's what he
there you go.
Yeah. They're
Canines and men have it up
my
in
dad
Clearview.
sounded absolutely horrible 2 days ago. I was like kind of in and out of sleep for whatever reason, and I heard him coughing in the morning, and it literally sounded like a pneumonia ward. Like
Ooh.
it was horrible. It was horrible. Typhoid Mary was in the house.
Yeah, he was in bad
Typhoid
shape.
Eve.
Yeah, it was her.
So, we're in the studio here. If you're just listening to us, while you can tune in on YouTube, check out the Pine Room Studios on social media. We are the Pine Room Studios now. That's our official legal business name, but we changed everything on social media, so we're no longer just the Pine Room Podcast because we do more than this, obviously. We're on the radio. We got Soup and Stuff, Better's Last Stand, and then a bunch of other videos that we've done. Go check it out. All the stuff we've done, over 150-some videos on YouTube. Go check out. But we are here in the studio talking about all kinds of things. Had a great day in the radio today. My gas gauge is on like E right now. So I gotta,
Tuesdays are rough.
Yeah,
Tuesdays
they are
a
long
day.
days.
It's a very long day. We did a lot of talking today, and we got another 2 hours to do. An hour and a half. First things first. Well, I guess I should say that this episode is sponsored by the folks at IC Cab. We have been happy enough to partner with them. They're actually our neighbors, believe it or not. They're across the street. You probably have seen their cabs rolling around. They got the yellow doors on them. You can catch them all over the state and into Pennsylvania because they are actually in the greater Ohio Valley area, Pittsburgh, Cleveland, Columbus, Morgantown, Charleston, and more. You'll hear more about this in the break. You can give them a call, 304-232-1313. Schedule a future ride. Coach and my mom are headed to go to REO Speedwagon.
Are they taking an IC cab?
I hope they do. And tell them, talk to the people that transport them. You can take if you're on vacation this summer, take a little trip with IC Cab. Go up to don't go on vacation. Yeah,
Put your suitcases on top and
go to the place that you'll go to vacation on. Go to the Pittsburgh airport. You can get a ride to the airport. They'll drop you off. Don't worry about parking. Don't worry about paying for parking. IC Cab will take you there. Boom, you're up and away, and then off to whatever destination lies ahead of you. And then when you're on your way back, call me. We'll bring you back home. So give IC Cab a call. Schedule a future ride at iccab.com/contact, and you can check that out. And we thank the folks at IC Cab for driving along.
When you book your next submarine journey, call IC Cab to take you to the port.
I think that's the news of the day, I think.
Speaking of that, subs. I mean, all kinds of stuff.
Subs is in what?
Subs
I
in
thought you meant like a
Subway.
sandwich.
One sub.
No, you getting out Jimmy John's was disgusting.
All right.
All right, you got to clarify now because everyone on here knows you hate Jimmy John's.
All right, so I don't know how this is disgusting at all.
You order a cold salami sandwich.
I didn't order it.
Well, you had a salami.
I got it for free.
Cold salami sandwich, and you stick it in the microwave.
No, hear me out.
I feel like it just makes it sweaty.
Yeah, he did do that at your house. I forgot he did
disgusting.
that.
I was given a free Jimmy John's sandwich. We were at the American Legion alumni game, and they ordered a butt ton of Jimmy John's for both the teams. There were extra boxes, and I said, well, I might as well not waste it. So I took it against my better judgment. Took it to your house. And what I did first was I put it in the microwave because that gets the insides.
All right,
nice
the
and
big
warm.
question. This is where it's got to begin right here. What the hell was on it? Just salami and cheese?
And I was.
Please don't tell me it's like lettuce and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
Wait.
You can't microwave lettuce.
No, it's
Wait,
disgusting.
wait.
No.
Wait, you microwave the lettuce?
Now, if it's just salami and cheese, it's good.
No.
I'm with Cooley.
It was like
Tomatoes
probably
and,
lettuce, like
and
mayo.
lettuce.
You guys don't. When you get a Subway sandwich toast, you don't toast the
When have you
vegetables.
No, you get it on after.
No, I toast it on.
No
No,
shit.
you don't.
Yeah, I do.
No,
No,
fucking
don't.
way. Do you really?
Yes, I do.
He's absolutely.
You
lying.
have to ask for that.
No,
then.
wait. No,
I
wait.
swear
Well,
to
I'm
God,
sure
you
if
do
you
not.
ask them, they
No,
probably would.
in my
No,
order.
no. Sometimes the onions, I think you can toast, but not.
Yeah, not
normally, they're gonna.
Wait, nobody ever toasts lettuce,
No,
right?
they
Lettuce
put
is
the
always
stuff
like
on
a
at the
cold
end.
run.
No, the lettuce never should be going in there. And
Listen.
tomato,
Listen.
I guess tomato maybe, but not with lettuce.
Matt, what's that guy's name?
Grimace, and they're bringing him back because he's a transgender. apparently.
Here, listen.
Yeah.
Listen.
Figure it out.
Grimaces?
Oh yeah.
Oh, no.
Anyways.
Oh, my God.
Grimace. I didn't even know he was a.
Oh, he's back. He's back. He
He's
got the
an
rainbow
alien.
birthday cake up there for him.
He's an alien.
Well, I can't say he's he. He's
Yeah.
it. He's whatever.
Well, I thought he was an it to begin
Yeah,
with.
well, I think he
He's
is.
a purple blob. Anyway, on my Subway order, I always add in the little special instructions, toast all my vegetables on the sandwich with the sandwich.
That's incredible.
But you don't
That's
get lettuce.
weird.
But you don't get lettuce, though,
yeah,
right?
I do. I get it on my
for
on my
God's sakes.
on my. I got one yesterday. Actually, it was really good.
It's like grass.
Rotisserie style chicken was really good. If you haven't had rotisserie style chicken from Subway, get it. But I got all my vegetables toasted on the sandwich.
Extra roasted
And I never
lettuce.
really get. I don't ever get lettuce, but when I do,
It's Dos Equis.
I like it.
Subway lettuce. Yeah. I don't always do lettuce, but when I do, I toast it.
You guys
burn
don't-
it to a
wait.
crisp.
But
No.
why
You
not? Why? Well, anyway, to back up, I didn't just microwave it. I have when I'm warming up cold things, you can't just microwave anything unless it's Chinese food. You can't just microwave anything. You can't do it because it ruins the integrity of the food. So you take it in the microwave and you throw it in the air fryer. Then the air fryer gives it reconstitutes the bread, gets it nice and crispy.
Just eat it cold.
Why?
How so?
It's the 21st century. We got heating elements. However, an air fryer that wasn't even invented 10 years ago. Throw it in the air fryer. Why not?
It's disgusting.
No, I don't get how it's
you
gross.
screwed up by putting it in the microwave first with the lettuce, all that.
You have to put it in the microwave first because if you put it in the air fryer, the insides don't get cold.
Well, doesn't the lettuce get all slimy when it
Yeah,
gets
that's what I'm
wet?
saying. It's just like a hot, piece of grass. Like
Dude,
grass
yeah, that's kind
sprinkled all
of.
over.
I don't like lettuce.
You gotta
That just
watch
sounds
with lettuce.
bad.
You really gotta watch with
You
lettuce.
gotta
Lettuce is
watch.
dangerous.
You gotta watch. Lettuce is dangerous. You can't play around with lettuce. Even if you get like a taco from Taco Bell or something, and you eat it the next day, you got to eat it quick because if you let it go for more than a few hours, the
Gets, like,
lettuce
wilted.
gets all slime. It's like, and then you bite in and it's like total
total
slime.
Ew.
No, it's scary.
Wasn't there like a thing where you got sick? Wasn't there like a lettuce sickness one
Oh
time?
yeah, you can absolutely. There's a lot of
The great
foodborne
lettuce
illnesses that come in
sickness.
lettuce. Yeah,
The great
Yep.
lettuce sickness of 05.
I don't know if it's salmonella or botulism, one of those bacteria that get in there. It could kill you. It's
God,
lettuce. They have recalls on lettuce. That's probably what you're thinking of, Jarrett. They had that big recall.
Yeah, I remember.
They had salads. They had it. They had a Chipotle had it for a brief time.
I do remember.
And they had to
that.
recall it, and people were getting sick.
It says lettuce sometimes can have E. coli, norovirus, salmonella, listeria, and cyclospora.
Yeah, I think listeria was the one that really made people really sick. But you can get that in melons and all kind of different things.
You get food poisoning from lettuce?
Yeah, it starts to rot. Or it just gets contaminated before it starts to rot.
God,
probably get.
That's why I don't get it anyway.
From a lot of things, from everything, really.
I probably should have had food poisoning a lot of times.
Maybe you have. You're immune to it.
Yeah, I used to drink out of the creek in our backyard, and I still haven't gotten sick from that.
Wow.
I wonder why. I mean,
that's a recipe for dysentery.
So there was in the waterfall. We used to say, or at least I used to say, that there was this moss that used to kind of. It was like on the waterfall, and the moss would collect the water, and it would kind of drip off the moss. And I used to say that the moss was a filter for germs, and I would drink it from that little moss spout. And
that's disgusting.
I probably have bugs in me.
I can't believe you haven't gotten you haven't gotten that type of virus or bacteria in you.
Some waterborne.
In that, yeah.
I think
that's why you're supposed to boil your water, like even in the 1800s, they're boiling their water along the riverbanks. I mean, people piss in there. And
why can animals drink out of it?
Because their bodies are just
different.
Designed to. Their entire bodies are filled with bacteria. Their entire guts are full of bacteria.
Yeah, the last time I got food poisoning, I went to KFC.
The last time.
Well, yeah.
I get food poisoning often.
Pretty often.
Every 6 weeks or
his
so.
monthly spell.
Yeah. Well, this last time, it is terrible.
I went to KFC and threw up in the sink.
Ew, where?
In my house, in my kitchen, because it just hit me. It hit me hard one out of nowhere.
Food poisoning is, and I've been fortunate to not have it very many times, but the few times I have, I mean, it's violent. It's usually violent sickness, and it comes on so quickly.
Knock on wood, I've never had it, so
that you know.
Have you had it, Cole?
Yeah, you did, John.
I had it. Food sickness right when Chipotle was having that E. coli problem, so I was terrified. I thought I was dead.
I remember that. Yeah,
we should have invested in that. I said that when that happened, and now it's like the biggest thing ever, and everybody eats Chipotle. But what? Wait, what did I
eat? Didn't you eat that cosmic brownie or something? It had like
no, I didn't.
That
That wasn't food poisoning. I had
what would that have been?
There was a Hostess cake in like the back of our cabinet, and it had like white mold on the top of it, and I thought it was just icing, so I took a bite of it, and it was horrible. I threw up in the sink. But that was the second time I ever threw in my life. Third was when I was at Thanksgiving, and then I haven't thrown up since. I gotta keep.
That was booze related.
Yeah.
You were like you've been like proud of not. You used to be like, oh, I don't ever throw up.
I hate throwing up. If I get sick, I will literally focus not to throw up. I don't.
See, I'm the other way. If I don't feel well, I was want to.
Yeah, or like if I'm drunk and I need to like.
No.
I don't like the drunk puke because drunk. If you have had drunk puke, that's like
it's awful.
That's like I don't feel right for like 10 days. My epiglottis is jammed up. My throat's really sore. Goes up into my nasal cavity. Burns.
Once you get to the dry heaves, that's when it really goes downhill.
No.
I'm not. Do you have a weak stomach? You have a weak stomach.
Yeah, bad.
Yeah, real weak.
Weak as far as vomit?
Yeah.
Or like the people that eat. Like, I'm fortunate, knock on wood, I'm not one of these people that eats and then has to go shit like immediately. Like, I mean, there's a lot of people that I know that are like that have like stomachs that are sensitive and that. Like, I've been lucky to never have that.
Yeah. It's a debilitating.
I'm sure. I mean, there's a lot of people I know that are like that. Like,
my ears are going out.
Yeah, mine are too.
There we go. Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
All the way to the right side.
I'm getting all dizzy.
We're still going. Oh, yeah, that is.
Are we in the sub? Are we in the sub?
We might be in the sub. Yeah.
My pressure's gone. I
can't
hear myself.
We're floating down the Ohio River right now.
You got to take my left ear out.
Someone told me they did a radiation test on the Ohio River with boots, and they took the boot out of the water, and it was like
melted.
Radioactive. Like,
well, and think about it, Ohio River is not clean, but compared to some rivers in the world, it's actually pretty clean. Really? Which is really scary to think about.
John was talking about a river, and I can't remember.
Probably the Ganges in India.
Yeah, there's like dead horses or like cows will float down.
Disgusting river in the world.
Yeah, it was in India. It's
the Ganges, probably.
Is it the Ganges?
Yeah, I mean that's the big river. I mean, it's filth. It is absolutely sickening. If you pull up a Jeremy Wade when he was fishing in that thing,
yeah, where were we? We were talking about
probably,
this.
Yeah, the Ganges.
We were talking about it at the beach. Probably.
Yeah, I think that was
because Curry always talks about.
Before I read about the Ganges. they put a boot in the river.
That's what somebody
like a leather
said.
boot, and it ate
Yeah.
the toes out of it or something. The soul was gone.
They pulled it out. It was like green.
Yeah, there's not.
Wouldn't you guys love to have the river drain for one day and just see what kind
many
of stuff
bodies
is that?
are in there?
Bodies
Oh,
and
yeah.
like probably cars and planes and
It'd be pretty neat.
I don't know about planes, but
Yeah.
And one time we had a
There's
really
planes.
bad drought when I was a kid, and there was like portions of the river where you could almost cross the river, like the island
Yeah.
and into Ohio.
really,
Yeah.
So-
I mean, it got down really, really, really low. It was like a drought the entire, probably central United States up to the mid Atlantic. It was in a drought. We haven't had one of those in a long time.
yeah, heck, we had a drought for like what, a couple weeks.
I mean, this thing went on for like 30 days. Like,
That's
you couldn't burn,
crazy.
you couldn't do anything. You had to be really careful. It was so dry.
and then like on the contrary, we get the flood of what,
Yeah,
04, I think it was,
Yep.
2004. I remember we were in
Yeah, it was.
kindergarten.
It would have been 04. Yeah,
Yeah, I
fall
think-
of 04.
Yeah, I
'Cause
remember.
I was at West Liberty. Yeah,
Yeah, well, that's
Got
nice.
trapped
We
up
were up
there.
on the hill, so we didn't have to worry about the water. So, but
This is a horrific. I'm looking at these pictures of the Ganges.
sickest thing I've ever
It
seen.
is absolutely horrific. Like
Yeah.
bodies, garbage. I mean, there are like multiple bodies.
It's
in
just
there.
pure filth. Like how anybody could benefit from that waterway is. Oh,
Oh, it's
and
really.
and it
bad.
looks like
I'll
an
show you-
ocean.
I'll
It's like
show
real
you-
rough. And
I'll
stuff
show you
too.
guys this picture after. This is the weirdest thing I've ever seen. Anyway, I think if you look at it, that river makes the Ohio look like the fountain of youth.
Absolutely, a glistening green out there doesn't look so bad.
Do you think you could swim across the river if you had to? I think you could, Matt.
definitely.
oh,
Yeah, you
definitely,
could
yeah, Matt,
get-
definitely.
I definitely could, but I would like to do that. If someone challenged me to do it, I would try it. But two things would keep me from doing that. One, the barges. I can't take the chance of getting
Get
run over by a
smushed by a
barge. I
barge.
can't.
Oh, man.
I don't want to die like that. That'd be the worst way to go.
That's
next,
like at
next to
keel
hauling. Yeah, and then the other thing is these brain eating amoebas and these things flesh eating.
yeah.
Now they're in all these rivers and stuff. I don't like it goes in your ear. Like I have to plug. I have to be careful. I mean, you just.
like a hazmat.
Yeah,
suit.
Yeah, wear like a
you're
hat.
even getting in down in the ocean. That red bacteria down
Yeah,
in
the red
Florida,
tide.
and that it's starting to kill people.
The red tide.
Yeah, it's we don't know what it is.
It
It
is
could
wild.
be it literally, not to be conspiracy theorists, but it could be from an extraterrestrial. Absolutely.
It'd be
Yeah,
like
they-
it'd be like The Last of Us, and people just start turning
correct.
into
And that is that I've
fungal-
heard people talk about that show and say that scientists believe that is a real possibility that could happen
Really?
someday. Yeah.
Oh.
Absolutely.
No, absolutely. Well, as far as like zombie stuff and like that kind of scenario, I would say fungus is that.
Yeah, the fungus, yeah.
because it's actually a real thing. If you look up, I don't know.
Yeah, it's a real living thing. I mean, it could take you over for
let
sure.
me see.
I don't know about the things opening their faces up and like.
Yeah,
display.
God, I love that show though. Man, I really
So-
love that
finished
show.
it.
It's really good.
I don't
You
know
never
why.
finished it?
No, I got like a couple episodes in. I never
Oh
finished it.
man, I looked forward to Sunday every. Man, I miss that feeling. I don't have anything to look forward to right now. I didn't like.
Well,
like
me
the
and Jub
Mandalorian-
got Silo now because I haven't
Yeah.
felt that
Is
way
it-
since Game of Thrones.
Is that a weekly
Yeah,
thing?
yeah.
Yeah. See, I was like for the Mandalorian for The Last of Us. I love that feeling of getting excited to watch a show. I'm gonna be like,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good
I
thing
mean-
to keep around because now with the binge watch, like some shows are meant for that, and other ones I like having to wait.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
talking about The Last of Us and how we're talking about brain eating stuff. There's a thing called Ophiocordyceps unilateralis,
Ah.
or I had this unilateralis. It's a fungus, and I watched it on a few documentaries that takes over insects, and it will like grow inside the insects, and you see it like coming out of the head and like out of the arms, and it'll make the bug crawl to like a damp, wet space, so that then it'll just stay there, die, and then the fungus will spread. It's pretty nuts. It's crazy.
So they just basically use their body as like a conduit to keep spreading.
It's exactly like The Last of Us, and that's kind of what it's based off of, which is nuts and crazy and scary.
yeah,
but-
cordyceps is what they call it, right? That's
Cordyceps,
in
that's what
Last-
it
You
is.
think you'd survive, Job?
No chance.
How long
no
did you give
shot.
yourself?
A day and a half.
What with that fungus?
If they're running around here, I'm done, finished. I mean,
Who?
unless
The zom- the-
yeah,
oh.
I'm finished.
Like-
What would you last longer against, those from The Last of Us or the White Walkers?
Oh,
boy.
God.
Either one, I'm finished. I'm done. I mean, the only chance I'd have is to just barricade myself like on the roof up here or something, and because I
Starve
can't.
to death.
I can't outrun those things.
Oh, if you're in the initial stage of it, like it's in
Oh,
the
what if
neighborhood.
you and Rob Barajas were the last two guys out there?
Rod
I think you could beat him.
I could probably beat him.
Where would you go?
Oh,
You were talking about it the
You're
other
at
day.
home.
where was I
You were
saying?
talking about it the other day how we would. He said yesterday randomly we were in the backyard.
yeah.
He was like, he said our house would be great for zombie apocalypse because we have a big backyard that's like on a hill.
Yeah,
And he's
so
like,
what about the front yard?
I'd probably stay at home. I'd probably stay at home because I think that's where people make a lot of mistakes. I say like make a lot of
All the actors.
mistakes as if that happened in real life. But if the thing breaks out, then everybody tries to go to Walmart. Like that's like your first place to go. And then even if you don't go to Walmart, if I'm trying to get downtown, let alone in an apocalypse, I can't get from point A to point B.
Hell, those zombies might fall in a pothole.
Yeah. So I don't know. I might come here. Here's a good place. You got 4 floors, and there's only 2 entrances.
We're gonna drive through downtown.
Well, I'm saying if I'm here, I'd stay here. But if I'm at home, I'm staying home.
Yeah.
You're here. Lola's got the fridge loaded with beer.
And then
You're ready to
if there's a
stick it
nuclear
out.
disaster, we all got to go. I'm blowing the cover now. I used to keep this a secret, so this is breaking news. here.
leap it out.
Yeah, the Ohio Valley Airport has a fallout shelter, so we can go up
There'll
there.
be fights going on.
Well, why do you know that? And nobody else. Who's your
Yeah,
aunt?
the president
Knowledge.
comes. They got to have
Knowledge.
that stuff.
Yeah, me and
Donald
You got a connection
Me
there?
and
BJT.
Were you
Yeah.
at that? Were you at the house when
Yeah.
Air
When it
Force One came over?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. I remember that. We were in the Pine Room. You remember that?
yeah, I flew over me. I was driving to West Liberty, and it flew over top the car. I thought I was being abducted. The whole car shook.
Yeah, I remember that was pretty wild.
Yeah.
They'd send you back.
Trump saw the Pine Room.
So what would be worse, the fungus creatures, the White Walkers, or those things from A Quiet Place?
Ooh,
Which
oh,
one? Wait,
man.
what was the
Quiet
Remember,
Oh
you
no,
couldn't-
Quiet. You're done.
Yeah,
Quiet Place
Quiet
done.
Place was bad.
Absolutely done.
Terrified.
If my dad was right now, he'd be caught. They'd snatch
Maybe
him
like
up
him and
immediately.
Chris would get
Yeah,
killed
even if
immediately.
he wasn't.
And if he falls asleep, he snores. Done.
Yeah, I know. They got no shot.
Scraped up. No, those things are absolutely the
What a
worst.
movie
by
that
far.
was.
Yeah, did you guys ever see Two?
No, I
Two,
didn't see
Two's
Two.
better.
Yeah.
Two's better. It
Yeah,
was Two was
brutal.
really good.
Brutal.
I really like Two.
Yeah, that.
Oh,
that,
2 was better?
Yeah, I liked
Dang.
it. I liked them both a lot.
They
I
were
thought
good.
They were very good.
Yeah.
Very different.
If those things come, we're finished.
There was
Done.
another movie. Was it like Bird Box?
Bird Box.
That
Oh,
one was not stiff.
Oh wow! Remember
That
that?
was- you
That was a
couldn't-
craze. That
what
was
was-
you couldn't look. You had to stay blindfolded because you couldn't.
Did you watch that?
Yeah.
Oh, you couldn't look him in the eyes.
Yeah,
That's
you
what-
couldn't
look in
It
their
was
eye,
like
yeah.
a demon thing, like a cloud or something, and then it made you kill yourself or something.
It just
like
made
that.
you go crazy. and
Oh
start
yeah,
attacking
yeah.
people.
If you looked at it, then you went nuts. Yeah, I remember
They,
that. Oh,
they,
I
they
forgot
would
about.
grab your face and try to open your eyes. And
Oh
make you
yeah,
look.
yeah. That old lady up in the loft.
Oh yeah, what a weird movie that was. I remember that whole craze.
I love movies and shows like that are just kind of such an out of left field concept. I think that's, and especially if it's done right, like Bird Box and A Quiet Place. I think John Krasinski.
Some of those M. Night Shyamalan movies are like
yeah,
that too.
he's a hit and miss dude though.
Yeah,
Like,
some of them are very good, but
yeah.
some of them were like
Yeah.
I thought the Happening was really.
What
good.
about
And Devil?
with Mark Wahlberg?
Yeah,
yeah.
I
that
like
was
the
really
Hap.
good.
That was underrated. I thought that was a really good concept.
That's a similar. What was it, On the Breeze? Like it was a
Yeah,
Spore
and
or
like
something?
Spores. Yeah,
Yeah.
it kind of reminded you of The Last of Us a little bit.
That
and then
was good.
what about Devil, the one where they're all in the elevator?
in the elevator.
That's good.
That's
It was
really
good.
good too.
What's this guy's name?
M. Night Shyamalan.
Shamalama Ding Dong.
You know what show I miss is Squid Game. I love that.
It's
show.
coming back.
I love that
Squid
show.
No,
season
season
2. Yeah, it's coming.
I absolutely love that.
That was
show.
like an internet craze. Like Jared and I were at the comic book store, and there's a poster for Squid Game.
Yeah,
Like,
you can get the mask and stuff.
Don't
for
you think?
Halloween.
Yeah, that was a big Halloween
Yeah.
costume. That and
I love that show.
that and Jeff Dahmer. were
Yeah,
the
oh, yeah, that was a big.
Yeah.
I never
Yeah,
did
the-
see that.
the
I never saw
big
that.
Halloween costume.
Yeah.
Don't you think it's funny though that like we like love that killing type stuff?
Oh,
like,
yeah, it
people-
is.
well, I
so
saw the one
weird.
thing. Robert Irwin.
Yeah.
He went dressed as Dwight Schrute from The Office, and everybody thought he was going as Jeff
of Dahmer
Dahmer
because of the glasses.
because of the
stuff,
glasses,
man, kind of the hair.
and he
a
got a
little bit.
lot of hate for it. And he put out
Should
this
have
tweet.
worn. Make sure you wore a tie.
Yeah, he put out this tweet. It was like, "Yeah, guys, I was dressed as Dwight Schrute from The Office, not Jeffrey Dahmer." Yeah.
Jeez, poor Schrute. confused with Jeff Dahmer. God.
Yeah, that was a.
We gotta come up with a good costume.
I
this
love.
year.
Oh, I know.
Well, Jubb said Halloween's right around the corner today on the radio.
We were
Where'd
on
you
the
get your
radio.
Halloween call? I bought my candy to give out already.
It's the next big one, right?
Yeah, he was
4th
like,
of July is
well,
right around the corner.
Yeah.
yeah,
The next big one.
Because I thought he was gonna be like, he goes on the radio where it's like it's June. I was like, it's June 20th. Like, you can believe that? And he goes, yeah, about 4 months till Halloween. I was like, I thought he was gonna say like 5 months till Thanksgiving or
I
like
love
6
Halloween.
months to
Arbor
Christmas.
Arbor Day's coming up.
Yeah.
Like,
I love Halloween though. Halloween's such
Halloween, I do. I like
it's my
Halloween.
favorite holiday. I can't wait. Coming in I think we were supposed to go in the spring, and now it might be a little too hot because it'll be brutal. But we're trying to schedule this thing to go down to the penitentiary. We've been busy with radio and stuff, so we're going to be doing that sometime. So I know I keep bringing it up on here, but I love
I
Halloween.
don't think it's too hot.
You do.
It's probably cold. It's probably freezing.
There
cold
will
in
be.
there.
I
it'd be
guarantee
warmed
you.
up now. A little
Guarantee you, come Halloween time, there'll be a show or a movie that will happen right before Halloween, and everybody will be that. I feel like it happens every year.
Well, marketing people were smart to do that.
Yeah.
Toy makers and
Absolutely.
costume makers.
Yeah.
That's what you want to get on board with, stuff that you know is going to release in that time period of the summer, like late summer probably.
Yeah, I mean that's like when. I think Ahsoka's coming out. That's. I mean,
Yeah,
not that that's
she'll
like
be
a Halloween.
but she'll be popular.
Oh, yeah.
Little girls would go as her for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
That'd be a badass costume.
Oh,
to have.
absolutely.
Hey, speaking of that, like kind of kids dressing up and kids being characters, do you think it's really dumb that parents before a show is over name their kids after the
Like a character.
a character?
Yeah.
My big example for that is people naming their kid Daenerys from Game of Thrones, and she ends up being the big bad guy.
Oh, yeah.
And
Yeah.
she murders millions of people.
I just think you have to be, as a parent, you got to realize this is the biggest show ever watched.
Yeah.
And everybody's going to steal that idea. So
Yeah.
while some of the names are really cool in that show, and a lot of shows, but you got to pick your spots.
and
You got to
my
go
thing
under
is-
the radar a little bit.
And it's like, hey,
But yeah, you're right.
If you're going to name them that,
That's like naming your kid Adolf right in the time.
at least let the
Yeah, like everybody
at
thought he
least
was
let
good.
it in.
Probably
Yeah.
not a used name right now.
I don't
not very popular.
I
Like,
wonder if there actually is any like.
There's got to be
People-
Oh,
something.
I
now
guarantee
named
some of them
Adolf.
white supremacists and stuff.
Yeah,
I
you're
guarantee.
right.
let's see.
Adolphus, which was the Bush guy, but I mean, he was born before Hitler, I think. So
Least used name in the world. The most
Shit.
Fuck.
Dickhead.
Fukudome, that's still in Japan.
Hey, what's your baby's name? Shit. Oh, is that Irish? Yeah.
You better believe it.
The most unpopular, the most unpopular baby names, which I'm sure some of these have changed. I know one of these changed. My phone is loading right now, but I'll just do it from the list here. The most unpopular baby names for 2022 have been revealed. Kobe is number one. Jeffrey, Nigel, Ashton, Graham, Stuart, Chad, and Gary.
Stewart.
Chad and Gary.
What? Those are how do they even?
Those are common.
How could they? How could they possibly even like gauge that?
I don't know. Maybe
Stewart's not good. Stewart's not good.
Stu.
Yeah.
That's not
Stewart. This is
Stuart
spelled
Little.
This is spelled like Stuart Little. Stuart, not Stewart.
Stuart Little. That
Graham.
Graham.
Gary was on there too.
Gary on here.
Gary.
Chad.
Chad.
Nigel.
Chad.
Nigel.
That's popular
Thornsberry.
over in the UK.
Hello, Nigel.
Nigel.
Yeah, I think if you're gonna name your kid after a movie character or a show character, wait till it's over, so you're
Yeah.
not. Yeah. Oh, your name's Daenerys. Oh, that's cool. She killed thousands. Of people.
Just burn people.
Yeah,
And
did
they
they
got
That'd be
stabbed.
Didn't
Yeah.
they do like Arya too? Like
That's cool.
Arya was
I
popular.
mean, now obviously, like you said, a million people were going to have
Yeah.
their kid named Arya.
Sansa.
You think a lot of people were named Leia? Like when Star Wars came out, you think a lot of
Probably.
people named
Yeah.
their kids
Luke.
Leia?
Like if somebody could name
A lot
their
of
kid
Luke.
like Jockin, that'd be cool.
Yeah,
You think
Jock
Jeff
and
named Luke because of Star Wars?
Probably.
Yeah,
We'll have to
definitely.
ask him.
Cheryl's a big Star Wars fan.
Yeah, I wish he was here.
He was
going
going to be Luke or Leia, and
Yeah.
he's Luke. Yeah.
Little Luke. All right, we're going to take a quick break here. Ponder Podcast. We need airflow in here, man. We'll be right back.
Ew.
Boom.
Hey, what's up, man? Yeah, just got done grinding the gnar out there on the surf. Figured I'd get my rounds in on the old skatey board. What's up with that totally lame drip drop you're wearing, man? You gotta get fresh, my homie.
Good thing the Pine Room Shop has some sick new merch to splurge out on this summer. Look at this sick new fanny pack to keep my snacky poos in. Oh, and these swim trunks? Yeah, Pine Room Shop's got them too. How about these sick Pine Room slide flippity flops for my little footsies? Yeah, go to the Pine Room Shop right now, my home slice, and get that new gear. Cha! I'm gonna go throw down a boneless backside burley. Hopefully I don't break my brain bucket. Later, dude.
Well, if you haven't been paying attention to the news, we mentioned it before we got on off track here, but this sub that has gone missing.
Not the Jimmy John sub that was microwaved.
Submarine.
These people probably feel like they're getting microwaved.
Yes, and so this sub went missing off the coast of Cape Cod. Cape Cod?
Yeah.
Yeah, like 900.
Actually, probably more up towards Newfoundland, but they thought 900 miles off Cape Cod, which in the northeast somewhere.
Okay, so this sub, which is a kind of a tourist sub for rich people, and they go down and they look at the remains of the Titanic. And they launched this sub, and within 45 minutes of this sub over top of the site of the Titanic, supposedly, 45 minutes later, it was gone, and they couldn't find it. Ocean Gate Expeditions, who owns the sub that went missing, sent out a statement yesterday. It says, "We are exploring the mobilization of all options to bring crew back safely. Our entire focus is on crew members in the submersible and their families. We are deeply thankful for the extensive assistance we have received for several government agencies and deep sea companies in our efforts to reestablish contact with the submersible. We are working toward the safe return of our crew members." That's the last media brief from Ocean Gate.
I just saw this thing on Twitter like 3 minutes ago. This girl, Jackie Goddard, friend of British billionaire Hamish Harding, who is stuck in the submarine, says there are some inklings of concern being raised over whether shortcuts were taken. Now you're raising them. Yeah. Now you're raising the concerns.
Well, I mean, they maneuver it with a goddamn PS1 controller.
Yeah, right.
It was a Logitech.
Shit, those fucking shortcuts.
Yeah.
I mean, but how do guys get to be billionaires and be this dumb to get on a sub that's not ready for this?
Oh my God, that's just that. Those families have to be just devastated right now.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm sure anybody's family would, but oh my gosh, that feeling.
Apparently, the sub's been running out of emergency oxygen with 40 hours left as of Tuesday afternoon. So as of today, there's 40 hours left of oxygen on the vessel. Former Coast Guard Captain Andrew Norris. He said some stuff that I can't find. He said it won't just need one miracle to get them home safely. They'll need a boatload of them. So
no pun intended.
Yeah, it's trouble.
I mean,
lights out.
If we were talking about it on the radio, if they're like, if they lost power, I mean, at this point, they have no control. The current's probably taking them. So they got
no idea where
no idea where they could be. Probably just on the bottom of the ocean somewhere, just like kind of floating around.
Would you, if you were in that sub, would you suffocate to death? I know this is dark, so we're not taking this lightly. This is just I'm asking this question as a superlative.
It needs to be asked.
Would you rather just let that run out, or would you rather open the hatch and just let because if you're 30,000 feet down, I think I read if you're down there for even a fraction of a second, like a millisecond, it would just crush you. Like if you like teleported there and back in a millisecond, it would just crush you. Like your whole body would just done.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
I don't know how much pain you'll feel either way.
I'd rather run out of oxygen.
I'd probably rather pass out and just go off because then you just don't.
Yeah, Jesus, you
like
then you turn into like a pretzel.
Well, I mean, I don't know.
And
I just wonder if they'll ever find their bodies even.
Yeah.
I bet they'll probably have some sort of ability to detect.
Well, if that thing blows apart,
and if it's 30,000 feet down, I want to see how far down the Titanic is.
They said the submarine went missing at 13,000, but that doesn't mean it wasn't still dropping.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
My God, that had to be just absolutely horrifying.
Okay,
I'm
wrong here. It was not 30,000. The wreck of the Titanic is also at a depth of 13,000 feet.
Oh, okay.
So, I I guess that the U.S. submarines, like typical U.S. Navy submarines, only go down to 2,000 to 3,000 feet.
Yeah.
So this thing
Hunt
is
for Red October depth.
quadruple the distance of where those have gone.
I mean, did they even test run this thing?
I mean, I'm assuming
Sounds
they
like
had
it was
to have,
thrown together.
Yeah, like seriously, like they duct taped it together and dropped it off.
I don't know. Let's see.
I bet the Dolphins will find them. Too bad they're not to train military dolphins. But there's so much water to cover. It's just so
This
vast.
is interesting. I'm by the time this episode airs, I wonder if it'll be found.
It was only its third trip since it began offering them in 2021. You know how much it cost to spot?
Was it
It was like
250K?
250,000.
Yeah, Jesus.
I guess that's again though. If you're going down in that thing, 13,000 feet under the water, you gotta have some understanding that, like, if this is only third trip, number one, we're not supposed to be down here, so the chances of something going wrong are not slim to none.
Yeah, third trips.
I mean, you gotta have. I would have that sort of inkling that, hey, maybe shit could go sideways here. It's the same thing that people go cave diving.
Well, yeah, like those. Oh god, those guys climbing through
Yeah.
those holes. What would you rather try? They say tomorrow you can go to space or you got to go to submarine. Which are you taking?
Ooh, man, that's a tough one.
I would say
tough.
probably space, because if that
It
goes,
has
I'm
been
dead
tested a little
immediately.
bit more, too, though.
If space goes sideways, I'm dead immediately. If the sub goes, then I'm gonna be
Die
on
a
the bottom
slow
of the
death.
ocean. Yeah, terrified.
Space for sure.
In darkness, pitch black at the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah, it'd be a pretty helpless feeling.
Yeah, I guess if you were in space, it'd be like at least
Pretty cool.
kind of cool. Like you could see the.
Yeah, I mean, if you could get my worst thing about going to space is I got to clear the atmosphere. I want to at least get into space.
Yeah,
if I'm
at
gonna
least
die.
get there.
Yeah.
Like
At least get
let
there,
me die
right.
coming back in. I don't want to die going out.
My worst fear, though, for like my entire life is if gravity, like right now, we'd be okay. But if I was outside and gravity just stopped for a second and I just
Jumped.
kept going, like if
Ew.
I, like being on the moon and I had the threat, like if I had the threat of jumping too high and just keep going and there was nothing to stop you and you just
Well, the moon, you still got a little bit of an atmosphere,
Yeah.
but like, what if you're out on the ship
Yeah.
and your tether breaks?
It's my
That would be the
biggest
worst
fear.
thing.
Oh,
Can you imagine that floating off?
Nah.
That'd be just.
And I just saw a thing, and I can't remember where I saw
Space
this.
shows are pretty.
Yeah, if
cool,
you
I guess.
here's a question: if you were on a space station, say you had a wrench in your hand, you were out fixing something,
Yeah.
and you got pushed out, and you just started going this way.
Yeah.
How do you how would you get back?
You spin around and you throw the wrench the
yeah,
other
you
way.
you throw the wrench because it creates a little
There's
bit of
a
little bit of
There's a
force to the
show-
RB chain. Yeah.
There's a show on Netflix called Love, Death Plus Robots, and it's really cool. Every episode is a different one. And this one is called Need a Hand. And spoiler alert here, if you don't want to spoil it and you want to watch the show, don't listen to this or just skip forward a couple seconds. But this girl, same thing happens to her. She gets disconnected from the main station, and she has she takes her glove off.
Right.
And she throws it, and she throws it, but doesn't go like close enough to think, so she passes it again.
Mm-hmm.
So then her hand was
Yes,
frozen.
yeah.
She snaps it off and throws her
Throws her
hand,
piece of her
and
hand.
then she gets back onto the ship. Yeah, it's nuts.
Scary stuff. Space shows are neat. There's a good space show on Apple. Did you ever watch? You probably haven't watched it yet. It's called For All Mankind.
I've heard of it.
It's
Though.
pretty good.
I've heard
It's
of it.
pretty good.
I have not seen it, but I have heard of it. There's one. It's a Korean show.
Oh yeah, I haven't watched that one yet, but I put it on one of my lists. I don't remember what platform it is.
I can't remember what it's called, but it's I'm not. I can't. I don't. Actually, it might have been a movie. I don't remember.
I think there was an
there's
Asian
one
space
Korean show that I know for sure that I think that's what we're thinking about. But there's another movie where like these people are on this planet that's being pushed by these gigantic engines, and it's like they were like, Earth is gonna get like sucked in by the sun, so we have to move the Earth. So they have these giant engines on the Earth, and they have to move it. It's
like Star Killer Base.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, but hopefully these people in this sub get.
I don't know. It doesn't look good.
No.
I just don't know. I don't know how you could find it. I don't know how possibly you could find it.
I don't know. Like, isn't it like? Don't they have any type of like contingency plans, like in Crimson Tide when they like float that satellite signaler?
Like
They got like
like
90
some kind
million
of
feet of cable that they can float to the water
Yeah,
to try
you're
to
right.
send. I mean, you got to be prepared. I mean, these guys are billionaires. It's not like you can't afford to install the safety measurements.
What about like an air tag? Do you think an air tag could reach down there?
Like an Apple.
Like an Apple air tag. Do you think an air tag could reach?
No.
Yeah,
Like that's like that.
You
Who
don't
who lost their Apple Watch? Say.
yeah.
I think I'll crush it.
that
to
was
bits.
incredible.
That'd be like a fucking nerd blizzard. It'd be crushed to pieces.
Yeah, God, just crazy stuff, terrifying.
Yeah, that is horrifying.
I know we laugh about we're having fun here, but you know.
Well,
it's
I mean, if I was down there, I wouldn't care that people were making fun of me because I'm that stupid to have went. But,
yeah.
but no, I don't mean. I mean, in all seriousness, it's like it sucks. I mean,
Like,
but
come
like
on.
you know, the rich people have a thing where and again, this isn't picking on them, but like they have an ability. Whatever you want to do, you can just do. So you're looking for the next thing to make you feel something in life because you don't need it. You don't need anything. So now you're really feeling something.
Checking
horribly.
out the Titanic.
I mean,
if anything, it should be taken as note. Like I
think it's cursed.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, I'm not going down to a place to a ship that got smushed.
Like,
by.
think how many dead bodies are down
Yeah.
there, souls and people that.
It went down. So me going by that is not.
How many people have done that before? Like,
Well, they've always sent unmanned things down there, so they never.
is this
manned.
like the first manned one?
I
That
think.
It's third.
The third voyage of this particular
Oh, okay.
one, yeah. The other two somehow made it. God, what do you think those people feel like? The ones that made it back.
God, I mean, would you have some sort of like because people have survivor's guilt? Do you think you'd have some sort? I wouldn't. I'd be.
I don't know. I don't really believe in the survivor's guilt stuff. I don't. I mean, when your number gets pulled, it's time to go. So there's nothing we can do about it. How are we going to know? That's like people that like are supposed to be on a plane and something happens and the plane blows up and they're like, oh my God, like my dad had a heart attack, but I had to go to the hospital and my plane exploded. There's a lot of people that say that, like there's Lockerbie, Scotland, and some of those other ones that like they were supposed to go on there, but the weirdest thing happened like out of nowhere that kept them off the plane or whatever.
A lot of things happen for a reason. I'm a big proponent of that. Anything else going on in news? Maybe a little more uplifting.
Well, Bob Huggins back in the news.
that's
very uplifting. He didn't kill anybody, so that's good.
Yeah.
He didn't kill himself.
I did think it was really, and the situation. Don't drink and drive, but the situation.
IC cab.
I laughed.
Yes,
Good,
exactly.
Good
You should have them on retainer.
Yeah. Jarrett, because you guys are talking about this. I mentioned this on the radio. You guys are talking about it, and I just thought you were referring back to what he had said on that radio station. So I'm like, okay, he's facing repercussions of that. And then Jarrett said, no, he was drunk. He got a DUI, and he was in Pittsburgh, and he thought he was in Columbus.
Thought he was in Columbus. He literally thought.
He
thought he would. Yeah. They asked him. He thought he was in Columbus.
Is there video
he thought he
of
was
it?
in Columbus. I don't think so yet.
I never saw anything.
I don't think so. Probably not. But just such an unfortunate ending to his career. I mean,
it's almost like he wanted
What's
to
his
get
second
fired.
DUI, isn't it?
yeah, and
At least.
Yeah,
I think
at
and then
least.
he's had a few that there was like a few times where they're like, well, the police picked him up and took him home and he didn't, do anything. So he's had a few of those, but I don't get why a guy like that, why the university would ever even let him.
Who was he drinking with? None of them thought like,
this guy's got a problem.
Like,
He
this
doesn't
dude's
know.
shit,
He's
babe.
lucky to be driving on the right side of the
Or
road.
just like, hey, this guy's a public figure. If this guy gets, especially with the heat that he was already in, hey,
Right.
let's maybe do him a favor.
And he goes right out after he gets in trouble and he doesn't like play it safe for a few months.
No.
Then he goes right
Let's
back
get
and just
loaded.
gets hammered on Tito's.
Yeah.
Like if that was you, I'd be like, hey Jarrett, your brother thinks he's in Columbus.
yeah, like we probably should get him.
Yeah, I don't think
he.
he should touch the keys.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I mean, it sucks.
Who's gonna fill his spot now?
They're saying maybe that Jared Calhoun from Youngstown State, who's pretty much a dick. He used to coach at Fairmont State, and I don't like him.
Yeah.
We had some skirmishes with him.
I think.
And I thought they'd try to get Missoula, because Missoula will be canned by the Celtics probably by next year if they don't win it all. I thought he should have got
That'd be a
fired
pretty
this
cool
year.
fit.
But, I mean, he would have done. He'd do well for recruiting for West Virginia.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, they should get somebody like that. I think Calhoun's a bad hire.
I wonder.
Talked about maybe the guy from UAB who's a pretty good coach.
Oh,
I
really?
can't remember his name, but
he's maybe I'm thinking of a different guy that he's like one of the most winning coaches.
He used to be an assistant, I think, for
Maybe,
Huggins at
yeah, maybe,
Cincinnati.
yeah.
So
It makes me mad when people do stuff like that, especially if he's not like world renowned, but he's a famous guy.
Yeah.
Like people know who Bob Huggins
he's
is.
one of the greatest.
Why
NBA
do
coach
stuff to
or NCAA.
ruin your status? Like you got an unbelievable thing going. You might not be like
one of the best teams.
Yeah.
You did well in the portal, so now people are West Virginia fans are a mess about whether they're going to lose those guys.
I mean, it's like the John Morant thing. It's like why are
Right.
you why are you doing that? Why? What benefit?
He's
do you
claiming
get?
that gun he had the second time.
oh yeah,
was
that's
a toy.
a fake one.
That's the dumbest. nice dumbest
But he
thing I've
didn't
ever
say
heard.
that till like 6 weeks after.
And
They go,
he posted a video of himself with the toy gun. It's like a lighter, and he was lighting a candle with the gun.
Of course.
Yeah, he has gone about this like it was horrible what he did or bad what he did, but the way that he has gone about it has made it so much worse.
Did you guys see? I meant to ask you guys this when he did that apology that he looked up on that. What's that thing that'll
Chat GPT.
Yeah.
Chat.
Did you see it?
No, he didn't.
He did
Yeah.
it. Oh, you got to look it
You
up.
can look it up.
It's
It's exactly-
exact word for word, verbatim.
Yes.
yes. He
It's
did
like-
it
and they
about
said-
making mistakes and all this stuff. It is absolutely incredible to read it.
Because somebody put
What's
the
it
same
called?
thing-
Chat what?
Chat GPT, right?
Yeah, GPT. I think that's what it's called.
And it was like somebody
Literally
somebody typed in. It was
for
like,
word.
can you make an apology for something that I've done multiple times?
Yes,
And like,
yes.
and it's
It's a learning
literally.
It is exact. He didn't change one word in it.
That's awesome.
Well, all right. So he
Nothing but
all right.
respect
He gets.
He gets.
Yeah, you're always a big fan of cutting corners. You're like, the quicker the better. All right,
But that means go to the thesaurus and flip a few words around, for God's sakes.
do you think if he got caught with a gun that supposedly is a lighter, wouldn't the very first thing that you say to somebody?
Oh, no, it's a
"Hey,
lighter, yeah.
This is a lighter.
But if you're doing that after you already got in trouble with the gun anyway, then
yeah.
you're just spitting in the face of the people
Yeah.
that's.
Well, I just don't know
got
why
you
he's
in.
not allowed to have a gun. I get he's a role model and all that, but he's just not allowed to have a gun.
I think
It's like real big. It's a strict rule in the NBA
Yeah,
about having them in their facilities because Gilbert Arenas got suspended for like a whole
Well,
year.
he had it in the locker
Right?
room.
No, I know, but I think in the facility, I mean, personally, I have no problem with him having a gun, and if he wants to wield the gun and do dumb shit, that's his business. I don't personally judge him for that. I just think for his business and his brand, like you were saying, you got the world at your fingertips here. You're making millions of dollars.
Yeah.
If that's the rule, you need to follow the fucking
and it's
rule.
like it's like if you want to own a gun, you don't have to show it off.
And it wasn't like he was out there target shooting like
Yeah.
eight kids. I'm shooting a gun, but we're doing it safely and
Yeah.
like
He's
Well,
a shotgun.
brandishing a pistol.
I found the apology.
This-
He says,
this is-
I know I've disappointed a lot of people who have supported me. This is a journey, and I recognize there is more work to do. My words may not mean much right now, but I take full accountability for my actions. I'm committed to continuing to work on myself. And then somebody looked up on Chat GTP, write me a paragraph apologizing to everyone about my actions. And then that it's
It's
the
the
same exact thing from Chat
If
GPT.
I had Chat GPT in school, I would have had straight A's every year.
Well, now they're making programs that are retroactively like they can detect AI speech and
I'm
AI
sure.
language,
I'm sure
which
they can.
I think is pretty scary because I don't know because what happens is AI takes direct samples from real
Right.
life stuff.
From real
so
stuff, yeah.
It's like my first thought to that was what if he wrote that first and AI took it from him?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Now that's obviously not happening, but like
Yeah.
you think like maybe I write a great paper and I'm really proud of it, and I took months to write this long 40-page paper, and like it starts pinging because it's picking
Right.
things out from the AI, and I'm like, then you get in trouble.
Yeah. So be like,
Speaking of this, Cooley, remember the one time you got caught cheating when I tried to help you?
oh no, what was the class called?
Rock appreciation.
Yeah, rock appreciation.
oh,
Yeah,
Listen, dude, those assignments.
yeah. We had a rock appreciation class. I had it before Cooley did. That's actually me and Jub's first college class, and
who was the teacher of that?
Robinson, I think was his
Okay,
name.
I don't know that. They used to have that class.
and I had it before him, and he.
Well,
we had these listening logs. You had to listen to 10 songs and write a whole synopsis on them.
like
It was
a-
dumb. It was fucking stupid.
In retrospect, it was a good class.
Yeah, I enjoyed that class.
I
Yeah.
learned a
Black.
shit ton about the Beatles.
Yeah, but I'm
and-
there for health and PE.
I know,
not
I know,
rock
I know,
appreciation.
I know. And you don't like rock music.
I
that
do,
much,
but
so.
not like from what's his name, Big. Not what was his name?
Fats Domino.
Fats,
yeah,
Fats
the fat dude.
Domino.
Yeah.
Blueberry here.
Yeah, like, and I just had no interest in it, so I wasn't gonna sit there and listen to music for an hour and write a paragraph
Yeah,
about every
and
song. when I can't even hear the background noise of songs.
Well,
anyway.
and that was the thing. That was the thing that we kind of got away with is that because I gave Cooley my work and I thought he would change up a little bit.
I thought I did.
Ouch. and we ended up getting caught, and he was like, he was disappointed in me. I think
Yeah,
one day
he
was
called
like,
me into his office. He's like, "I'm really disappointed in them boys." And I was like, "Who?" He's like, "Them Delberg boys." And I'm like, "No, what?" Like,
How'd you
well,
get roped
when we
into
got-
it?
Yeah, he doesn't even speak. He didn't speak to me. I was like, I didn't do
Well,
anything.
and I the way that Cooley said, "Oh, they were just helping me out because I can't hear."
Yeah.
And he was like, "What?" Didn't he go? Didn't he say, "Well, I don't think this class
he
is
said,
for
"Well,
you."
this class isn't for you." Man. I said, "You're right."
And then you dropped it, right?
Dropped. I picked up art.
Yeah, and you made a
Cabbage
great,
Monster.
you
Cabbage
made a
Monster.
great
Corn monster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he like didn't look at me after that. I didn't even do anything.
Yeah, my bad, guys.
That's okay.
I liked him too. He
He seemed like a nice guy. He just gave me some awful
Sorry,
art.
well, hey, I'm just trying to help
Shit I
out.
didn't want to do.
yeah, rock appreciation. Go take it, Wesley.
Rock on.
News stuff. Any more? Anything we want to hit? I know.
Cooley's boy AB got kicked out of his arena
my
league
boy.
or whatever.
What's
Dude,
going on with basketball?
How could anybody? Hey, basketball.
AB?
Oh no, he
AB's
was
football.
football.
Oh, so
he
I
bought
thought-
some arena team that got kicked out of the league because he didn't
sorry.
pay. He's not even worth talking about it. Bum.
Well, how do people keep doing business with him
I
and
don't-
think
I
that
don't
he's going to
understand.
pay?
Yeah. Wait,
anything?
didn't he own?
He bought a team and then he didn't pay the league the league fee and they kicked him out of the league.
That's awesome.
Then did you hear him talking about himself? He was talking in the third, like him and Antonio Brown and AB were two different people. He was talking and he's like
Like a split
Antonio Brown plays, I pay him to play. AB or he gets his money from
That
AB.
dude is-
he's
like
nuts.
he's like Anakin Skywalker and Darth Vader.
Yeah, only
You didn't kill
with
Anakin.
Anakin that had CTE. Why? Because I mean, I think that Vontez perfect hit on him is finished
No,
him off.
you're right.
I think it seriously
Wait,
damaged his
after,
brain.
Seriously, after that hit, I don't think he
He's
ever
lost
was
his
the
mind.
same. I don't think.
I mean,
since then, he's never been the
Wait,
same.
so he got hit. Like, is that
Hard
when?
as fuck.
Is that when he got hit real hard, and then after that, Juju hit Burks?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
All right,
that was
I know a
against the
little bit.
Bengals. Yeah,
So-
It was
in that
awesome.
playoff game.
So
Yeah,
you
it's
think
great.
he got his head mangled, and then
he did.
and
I'll never
he's
forget
been even
that
more
hit.
fucked up since then.
His hit. He got hit, and his arms went like. He
He has
his
no
arms went
semblance
like
of
that.
reality. I don't think. Even when he played for Cooley's team, he's always taking his
Yeah, when he ripped his jersey
shirt
off.
off.
I will-
Anyway, he quit with Tampa. It was like the most incredible thing.
you
He just
remember that?
Walks off and he's doing all these poses and talking to the crowd. And
I think we were in the. I'm actually, you know
I
what?
think he was
No,
at the
I think we
Vets.
were at your house. I think.
Oh, were we? We
I
were
think
somewhere
when
watching
AB
it.
and somebody said we watched that like the big box, like the 6 box.
Yeah.
TV, and
Oh, yeah,
somebody
yeah,
goes,
yeah.
and I think maybe you or somebody goes, AB's got his jersey off.
Yeah.
He's running off the field.
yeah, it's just amazing.
Yeah,
That guy's got
what an
serious brain damage.
incredible-
He's going to be a hell of a study when he dies.
Yeah,
which will
you're
be
right.
soon. He'll die soon for sure. I mean, he's firing porch furniture 80 flights down on the top of little kids at a pool. I mean, the guy's lost it.
Yeah,
No,
he
he's
is.
completely lost.
Yeah.
it.
But isn't that just disappointing? Like, that guy's got the world by the nuts.
But
and
one of the
then
best. He was going to be a Hall of Famer. I mean, he
one of the
still
best
might be.
receivers ever.
Yes,
And
his
then he was-
statistics for those 3 or
he
4
was so
years
good with the
were the
Steelers.
best of any receiver in
He
the
was
history
so
of football.
good.
Yeah, now look at him.
What was he doing? He was throwing furniture.
He was
at the
firing
kids?
like porch furniture off of a condo down into a pool and almost killed like 2 little kids.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he's nuts.
Like, how fucking nuts you got to be to hit that point? Throw a fucking chair out the window.
Oh God,
He is literally insane.
What an idiot!
Jared, your girl's on the news.
Who's that? Livy?
Livy Dunsteel's show at the College World.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we talked about that today on the
over
radio.
it.
Cooley, don't you think it's disrespectful? I mean, now she brings a lot of honor to herself, obviously, because that's what her thing is. But like these people, like Jarrett was saying, like every guy that goes up to her and tries to talk to her is acting like he's got a chance or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, dude, shut the fuck up and leave her alone.
Yeah,
like,
it's
have a little.
seriously.
There's like these old men getting her to sign stuff. It's like I feel bad for her
I
in that
do.
in that sense that. No one even appreciates her for. They don't even know what sport she probably played. It's just like, oh, she's hot. Well,
I'll
yeah.
say this though, and I totally agree with that because dudes are weird and a lot of them deserve their ass beat. And I wish she'd do it to most of those guys. But like, she's putting herself out there.
No,
She wants to be,
for sure.
and that's the thing.
But it's still, you just got to respect people's privacy. I mean,
she's got to get some
personal business.
She got some security for sure.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Probably.
I tell you what,
around.
somebody ought to start a fucking service up right now, security
Honestly,
for NIL college girls, and just make it be a thing.
If
John
you put a
Morant can help
picture
her.
of her in front of me, I'd have no idea what she looks
Oh,
like.
you'd figure it out quick.
Livy Dunn.
Yeah, you'd figure it out quick. And she goes a couple somersaults down the hallway here with the horse riding on top of the horse that runs down to the studio.
Yeah, the horse and then the bear that was in here today.
Yeah, she's on commercials now. All these clothing lines and stuff.
Yeah,
I mean,
she just did a
give her credit.
swimsuit shot for Sports Illustrated.
Yeah, oh, what a
Johnny-
time to be a college girl. It looks like that who's good at a sport too.
She kind of looks like if Cindy Lou Who didn't have the fucked up mouth. That's kind of like that's
Cindy Lou Who?
from the Grinch.
Oh man, Cooley doesn't know Cindy Lou Who.
Look, hold on, I'll get you
fucked up
Cindy Lou
mouth.
Who.
Yeah, no, yeah. I can see that job a little bit.
Matt,
A
I
little
just
bit.
watched it. We got we have a
Those are dolphins.
a fishing show on here in the studio. I just saw they caught a big ass mahi, and I think they cooked it right on the boat, and we're having
I
like
guarantee
burgers.
they do slice it right
They
up.
were
and
having like
that's
fish
the way to
burgers.
do it.
There was a fishing tournament that happened recently. Did you guys see that? Where that dude
Yeah.
pulled in that like
619 pound, and they disqualified him
Yeah,
because he got mutilated. We talked about it on the show yesterday.
Yeah, on the radio yesterday.
It was like a $2.2 million
Yeah.
reward.
That's
yeah.
The
horrible.
shark like bit the side.
Yeah,
of it
because
or
he got mutilated
So
before the catch.
people say that it makes it easier for them to catch.
Like he
I
could have been
guess,
wounded.
But like you can't. I mean, it's also makes it harder because you could have just whipped the fish in half.
Yeah.
Real quick, and the people who are listening not going to be able to see this. You got 2 seconds to tell me if this is Livy Dunn or not. Was that Livy Dunn?
I don't think it was.
I don't think.
I didn't
Her hair
even
looked
see
too
it.
bright.
I thought you were gonna say something.
Is
No.
that
No, that's not her.
pretty close, right?
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
That's Cindy Lou.
The only,
Oh,
the only
I was thinking
similarities-
cartoon Cindy Lou. Sorry,
that's what I
with her
thought,
little
too.
pigtails and her little pouty mouth.
Tell no one.
But yeah, girls like Livy Dunn, and I think it's cool that she's doing what she's doing because she actually seems like a pretty intelligent girl and stuff. But I mean, it's just there's so many fucking creepy, weird dudes out there that will be like trying to stalk her and kidnap her and all this stuff. And I don't know. It's like Conor McGregor, stay away from him.
Yes.
If he did that, I don't know.
Yeah.
Some people are saying that girl's completely trying to get money out of him.
Yeah, they said they saw her hanging out with him 30
Like
minutes after.
afterwards and like fine.
Yeah.
Like so that's the thing that I don't understand. So and again, I can't put myself in a girl's shoes because I'm not transitioning or anything. But like if you're getting assaulted in the bathroom with somebody, male or female, whatever, then how like 30 minutes later you're just cool to go hang out with them? Like I would be going crazy about that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like running away or like
It's like
something.
someone holding a gun to your head and saying "suck my dick" in a fucking bathroom, and then a few minutes later we're doing shots at the fucking bar.
Oh,
Like,
man.
okay,
Hey, that was
okay.
just a little.
I would go absolutely insane about that. Like, no, I'm not. You're not going to do this to me, and then we're going to be friends. We're doing fucking car bombs in a
Yeah,
few
that
hours.
was just like a little. We just had a little disagreement.
Yeah, like that's not a misunderstanding.
Yeah.
God.
He pulled a gun, but it was just kind of a. It was
I
a
never
mistake.
understood that. And again,
That's
I'm
why I
not trying
love
to make
language.
light of it. I know it's tough. Sometimes these girls feel embarrassed and things like that. But I don't know. I don't know if McGregor
The cold
did it or
steel of
not.
that barrel at the base of my skull was scary,
Yeah.
but I really enjoyed that.
Let's
Irish
bury the
barbecue.
hatchet. Yeah, let's bury the hatchet. Christ. I think I'd rather him just pull the trigger than make me do what he wanted me to do.
Oh, Jesus. Is there anything enlightening on this news?
Let's see.
Holy shit.
Let's see. What's happened to this Price is Right contestant?
Oh, some guy got hurt. I didn't see it. He got hurt celebrating. I bet Chris will like his story because he always thinks those people act like idiots when they're jumping around.
Oh yeah,
up
when
there.
they jump around.
I don't even know what his injury was, but he did get hurt real bad. So they had to call the paramedics.
Let me see.
Price is
I
Right.
gotta Google some stuff.
Price is Right injury. Let's see. He
blow his
he injured
ACL?
himself. This was 2 hours ago. This popped up for me. Contestant Henry Choi aggressively pumped his arms while celebrating
Oh, no.
on several occasions during the episode Thursday. It was unclear exactly when the injury occurred, but the contestant seemed to have dislocated his shoulder in the process.
What was his name?
Henry Choi. Choi had previously failed to give a precise bid on a smart whiteboard, but when it came time for Choi to bid on Pilates reformer, a Lululemon yoga set, and a self-cleaning water bottle, the price was right. He trumped contestants by bidding $1,380, the closest to the retail price of $1,455 without going over.
So he blew out his shoulder.
Yeah,
huh?
said once host Drew Carey called his name, Choi threw his hands in the air, pumping his fists and yelling on his way on stage. After Carey admired his Price is Right hoodie, Choi resumed the animated celebration when it was revealed that he had won at a stay at resort on a big island of Hawaii. Again,
well, I'm watching one that when Bob Barker was still on The Price is Right, and some guy during the commercial break hurt his back. And the rest of the show, he was in like a roll. He was like in a computer chair the whole time.
I don't remember that. That's great.
They said
I can see Nick hurting himself at the Pine Room, like just celebrating the bed or something.
They said
These
when
are
he
times
came
around
back-
a tree when he almost slipped and fell.
Yeah, he pulled a hammy, I think, one time. They came back on and Drew Carey, he said, "Let me explain what happened. Henry was celebrating and going woo, and he dislocated his shoulder." Wow. They said that later in the episode.
Jeez, how violent was he throwing his arms up in the air to do that?
I wish I could see this video. I want to see
That'll
it.
get better, Henry. At least you're not on that submarine.
Violently fist pumping. Awesome.
Oh, yeah, he was really getting after it.
Oh, nice. All right. Anything? One more. Let's hit one more before we go to break here. Let's see.
Serial killer active in Portland. Now. We talked about that on the show the other day. I don't know. Jags may play their games at Daytona International Speedway. That'd be interesting.
On the track.
No grass.
See. Big 10 scraps divisions. Big 12 visits Memphis.
How about that nun that's body showed no signs of decay after 4 years? Do you think that's fucking real?
I didn't see that, no.
Yeah, there's some nun that was like buried, and then I don't know how well they brought her body back out, but she didn't decay at all.
Why would they just dig her
They said it's
back
like a
up?
miracle. I don't know. I don't know why they would ever do that. That's weird in itself.
Okay, yeah. So nun whose body shows little decay since 2019 death draws hundreds to rural Missouri. I don't know why. Why would anybody want to go see a dead nun?
No, that's bizarre.
She looks like
as bad as that lady waking up in the coffin down in. Where was that at? That might have. Was that in Bolivia?
That was in Honduras. No, Ecuador.
Ecuador. Yeah.
It says hundreds of people flocked to the small town in Missouri this week to last see a nun whose body had barely decomposed since 2019. Sister Wilhelmina Lancaster was exhumed in April, according to a statement from Benedictine.
Oh, she was exhumed for something. Maybe a crime.
The nuns had been preparing for addition of a St. Joseph shrine and involved the reinterment of the remains of the beloved founderess, Sister Wilhelmina.
Oh. So they were going to basically rebury her somewhere prestigious, and they realized her body was the same.
It's pretty amazing, says someone. She looks terrifying, but
maybe that's the way she looked in real life.
Yeah.
It says incorruptibility has been verified in the past, but is very rare. There is a well-established process to pursue the cause for sainthood, but that has not been initiated in this case yet.
Sainthood, wow. That's pretty big. Do you ever watch it, or do you guys ever read those books or watch those movies, the Da Vinci Codes?
I've never seen
Tom Hanks.
I remember that, but I don't think I've ever.
Well, they got a lot of stuff like that, like fringe, like believable occurrences that are maybe religious, something like supernatural stuff. It's pretty neat. So stuff they're looking for the Holy Grail and things like that. Look at these hippos going at it.
This is called hippo supremacy.
Look at this. Look at this. This is
one
like
maul like a flamingo
it's like
or something.
Fritzy at this.
I think that's one of the
Zoo.
scariest animals in the world is a hippo.
Oh, absolutely. They're one of the most dangerous ones
he
out
could
there
just,
in Africa.
Like that, his mouth could just blow you up. We're watching. If you're just listening to this, we're watching a show called Hippo Supremacy on the TV right now. They're just grazing over some grass. There's a little baby hippo.
Yeah, probably weighs 800 pounds.
I can't wait to see him eat some melons if they get fed them. But
what do you got, Chubb?
No, I was just looking at these pictures of Wilhelmina. She actually preserved, like, no joke, looks pretty good for being dead for 4 years. She looks pretty good.
Stinky.
God bless, sister. We're going to take a break here. We'll be right back.
You're listening to the Pine Room Podcast, but you don't just have to listen to the podcast. We have some other stuff out there, too, like Bettor's Last Stand, our sports betting show covering all things sports and betting. Or Soup and Stuff, where Soup sits down with business owners, athletes, and other professionals for good conversation. Or, if you want to listen to us live, you can tune into the Watchdog, FM 98.1 or AM 1600. Or you can listen live online at thewatchdognetwork.com. You're listening to the Pine Room Podcast.
Ew.
Oh my God!
Yeah, he's like projectile shitting up his own back.
And then they
Oh,
bite
there they
each
go.
Oh, yeah.
He gets a.
So I wonder what happened.
Oh, fuck!
other. It looks like a thumb war.
Yeah, it does kind of.
Like
So I
one
wonder
trying to get
what
in.
he did to piss this one off.
Probably just in his territory
Shit in
or
his
something.
territory.
Shit by his wife or something.
I think that one on the left is winning.
Shit on his wife.
Yeah, what if that was like how humans were? You just go up and shit all over like a guy's wife.
Champ would have women all over him.
Oh man.
It's just covered in shit.
Jared said he said, what's he doing? He's very there. I said, he's shitting, and he goes, oh, he's shitting in the water. I
Yeah.
said, yeah. He goes, oh.
Oh.
I didn't realize what was happening. I thought they were like using their tail as like a rudder or something.
Well, they
and it
were
just-
kind of.
And then it just was
carrying shit on
was
their
shit
own backs.
everywhere. He flung it up on his back. It was like up on his spine.
Sumo wrestlers, they take a shit before they fight.
Yeah, yeah. Like they get worked up and then just like shit on the floor and then like smack it. Like
This makes you wonder how the animals' brains even, like how small they really are. Like the brain,
like,
the
why
brain
did-
must be the smallest thing on these things.
why did that happen? That he just said, "Okay, I'm about to get in a fight. I'm gonna shit everywhere."
Well, at least you can't get the shit beat out of you when you're
Well,
already
yeah,
shitless.
it's already gone.
It's already gone.
It's floating right past him as he's fighting.
He's having a shit off.
Man, I love those birds that ride on their
It's
backs.
all over his
too.
back.
What
Yeah,
a
yeah.
life that would be.
Yeah, it's gonna be stinky up there probably.
Dear God.
All right, let's get on to the.
We probably keep that in, Jabba.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
All right.
Welcome
We
back.
got a half hour left, so you guys want to talk about something. What are we talking about?
Yeah, we were. Well, Cooley was bringing up the Swifties, the Taylor Swift fans, because Taylor Swift was in Pittsburgh over the weekend, and it was all out on every Snapchat story I saw.
Everybody had to be there. Tickets were ridiculous. Weren't
Yeah,
just
it was the largest
stupid.
event I think in Heinz Field or Acrisure Stadium,
I heard
whatever
that, yeah.
whatever the hell
It's
you want to call
Heinz
it now.
Field.
They brought the ketchup bottles back, but
Oh.
yeah, I saw them when I went up there. They're there. But yeah,
So how long
yeah,
did she play for? Was it a good show?
No idea.
I'm a I think
You
she
guys
put,
don't really give a
I
shit.
think
do
she.
you?
I bet she puts on a. I'm sure she does. I mean, she is very talented.
Yeah.
My thing is, I just don't really get it. I don't get
The hype.
I mean, I don't know. It just kind of confuses me.
I
Like
think-
what the dressing up and the
What do they dress up as?
people that I don't know. Her, yeah,
don't know.
yeah, the eras.
that what it
I
is?
don't really know. Yeah, they dress up kind of like her, and
I just
and
think most people are fake fans. I don't think there's really that many Swifties.
I
think
agree with
they
that.
all just.
I
Well,
agree with
I
that.
think what goes good for her is she crosses over into different music
Yeah, I mean,
genres.
she
and
started out country.
She has little girls all the way up to adult males.
and
that's
which
what
is
Nick
kind of
said
weird.
too.
That's and she's also been around since like I've been
Yeah.
8.
Oh yeah,
and,
yeah.
and now those girls that were 8 are now 24.
Right. So they were with her the whole time.
exactly, and
Yeah.
she's coming out.
And
with
she's
new
not
stuff.
done aside fuck like 600 dudes. She hasn't done anything to like embarrass herself.
Yeah.
She's got good charisma. She's got good commercials. I mean, she must whore around, or maybe she just doesn't fuck them, and that's why everybody leaves her.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not trying to be judgmental. I like her personally. I would go to the show, but I'm never paying that kind of money.
Yeah, it's.
I don't mind her music, but I agree with you guys. The culty stuff.
Yeah, I
is
just don't
strange.
really
So
really
weird.
get it. Like I saw there were like 1 million boats on the river and people across the river sitting
I
on
get,
the.
I get it. I mean,
which is-
that's
yeah.
a big event for
Yeah, I mean,
there,
it's
but
definitely cool.
yeah, I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't
No,
participate.
I'd never
but
go watch
I
Taylor
saw
Swift.
If somebody gave me luxury box tickets to go listen to her, I'd go.
Yeah, I think she is good. She definitely is good. I'm not saying that she's a bad artist. It's just kind of.
No, like if you had to ask me between whether I'd go to her show or Adele, I'd pick Adele 100 out of 100.
I kind of relate her to like she's not somebody that you're gonna listen to all the time, but she's like one of those songs that when you're at a bar, like they'll play Where's she? Where's his shirt?
Yeah.
And then everybody just goes nuts because it's that one
It's a
song.
good sing along. She's got a good writing. She
don't know.
she writes all of her own stuff, which I give her credit for. So
I don't know. Maybe I just haven't listened to enough.
No, I agree.
now we got
Swift-
something interesting. Talk about Taylor Swift being
Taylor Swift-
strange. We got this gator and a hippo.
A hippo is like biting
This is an
the croc. Is that a croc or an alligator? I think that's a croc.
Yeah.
Right? The teeth are out.
African croc.
Yeah. God damn, that bastard's big. Wow, I think anybody,
can't
anybody
crossbreed,
listening
can
right
they?
now should turn on hippo supremacy. This is really cool.
Wow. Anyway, what are your thoughts about it?
Well, I was just gonna bring up. I saw somebody say I've never heard somebody say like we're riding along in a car. Someone say, "Hey, turn on some Taylor Swift."
Yes, I did see. I saw
So
that
that's
as
why
well.
it's so.
It's kind of like if it's on, it's okay. But
Yeah.
like nobody ever was like, "Hey, play some Taylor Swift," because nobody's really a real
what's your
Swiftie.
favorite
I
Taylor
think
Swift song, Cooley?
The only one I know is "Love Story."
I've
Yeah,
never.
good
Really,
song.
you gotta know more. If you listen to
If I
radio,
heard them, I'd probably,
yeah, I mean,
you know.
every song she
I
has
really
is
like-
popular.
yeah, I like
She,
Mine.
she's
I
has
like
some
that song.
really good songs.
I would say I've
Yeah,
like.
22.
No, see, I'm not a big fan of that one.
Let's see.
Shake It Off. You had to hear that one before.
That's a
Shake
good
It
song.
Off.
definitely-
Shake It Off.
She's definitely in the top. I'd say in the top 25 most popular artists.
Oh,
of
easily.
our
I'd-
generation.
I'd
I'd
probably
put
go
her
a
in the
little
top
more.
10 probably.
Yeah, I'd maybe go
Maybe
five.
even five.
I might
Yeah.
go
Go five.
She's definitely borderline
Here,
5.
Cools. Let's see if you recognize these. I can't play a lot, but here we'll play a couple of these.
You're gonna get an episode banned.
I know I can only play a couple seconds.
We'll get banned in Russia.
Yeah, I know. that.
Okay, easy one. That's Blank Space.
I like some of the collaboration she has too.
Here's. I don't know if I know that. I don't even know if I know.
Like
this.
I know her songs. I just
Yeah, I get it. You're like indifferent about them. They're
Yeah,
all
like,
right, but
they're just, like they're
I get
catchy.
that.
But
I
I don't
get
think
that.
she's worth a fucking billion people Swifties. I just think it's weird.
Hey, I know you like this song.
I say I'm too late.
that's Shake It Off.
Yeah.
That's
Nothing
Cooley's
in my
theme
brains. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I
Raise fucking hippos.
I don't know. I think I genuinely do, and I usually hate people that are better than me. But she
Yeah, you do.
she
Hey, well, Joe, if it makes you feel any better, those guys in the submarine were better than all of us, and look what happened to them.
Yeah, but I think she deserves. For people that, again, I've never heard anybody say Taylor Swift is my favorite artist. I've never heard that before.
Ever.
Now, maybe I just don't follow the right crowd, but I'll say she definitely deserves the hype for the song she's come out with, because she has come out with some really good songs. But
Yeah, she should be respected.
but I don't think girls that are going there and like crying watching her sing.
It's
I
weird.
think
to
it's
me.
a little much.
I just think different music touches different people in weird. Like you see, Iron Maiden. If you guys familiar with that band,
Yeah.
like they went to South America and they played these concerts, and there's like 180,000
Oh, yeah.
people, and there's literally
crazy.
people crying. Like profusely, tears coming down out of their eyes,
that's what
and that's like the most incredible moment of their life. And I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
I've never had one of those moments before.
Listen,
like at
good
a
on
concert.
you. If you like an artist, good for you. I just agree with you. It's like I don't think like the
The cult.
overly like.
Some
I
people
have
might
to
pretend to be
show.
in it.
I have to show everybody that I am this.
Right.
I love this artist. Like I think that's too much.
Like I love D Wade. You won't see me pull up in a basketball jersey. Like with a
That's
headband
another
on.
thing. If you're this person, I'm sorry. I can't stand when adults wear jerseys. I hate it. It
Yeah, I'm not a
pisses me
fan of
off.
that either. I
Yeah,
think it's
it's
weird.
Like if you're going out with your family to go to like I don't know Red Lobster, and you say, "Let me get my
Hey, honey, where's my Heinz
He just
Ward
pissed
jersey?
off every
Oh,
frat in
God.
America. You know,
I don't know.
Well, I feel like
If it's a
There
retro jersey, like if you're like wearing an old Cocoa Crisp jersey, like it to like a
Cocoa
to like a party, then maybe that's
yeah, what
different.
used to be that used to be a thing. That was the jersey phase. That was like
Huge.
two
Huge
two
phase.
years in college. That was like a massive thing. If you wore
I
jerseys.
can take it or leave it. I don't do it, but
But
I
if
mean,
like you're
what do I
going to
know?
like I don't know, like it
is weird. I'll tell you another one. I know you're kind of gonna say, but like you see a dude wearing a fucking TJ Watt jersey in church. Like that is
I was
stupid.
just gonna say TJ
like,
Watt.
You're an embarrassment if you do that.
Yeah,
I'm
like
sorry.
if you're going to like your wedding counseling and you got an Aaron Judge jersey,
or you're going to your kid's graduation. And you're I mean, you should be thrown out of the building for that. You should be thrown out of the fucking building.
Yes.
And I feel sorry for your children if you do something like that.
I'm a fan of Big Ben than you.
Oh, there's another one, Big Ben. See, like when the Steelers would play and they were good with Big Ben, and I would go to church with my mom in the mornings on a Sunday, and you see like 9 Big Ben jerseys there.
7.
And they're all praying for them to win that day too, which is even more embarrassing.
Listen, I hate sports in general, and I don't care about any team. Could care less if a team wins. But I can see how people dislike Steeler fans. I can very much see how people dislike.
What's worse, Swiftie fans or Steeler fans?
Steeler fans. Not even close.
No, yeah, definitely. Yeah,
you're irrational.
Yeah,
Jared, you're a rational one, though. I don't classify you in that at all, but I know plenty of them.
Yeah,
Soup's borderline irrational.
I'm more of just a Pittsburgh fan.
No, you are, and you're fair about things.
Yeah,
you're not in that group at all.
The first thing you said when we came on the radio was, "Well, the Pirates ship has totally sunk to the bottom of the ocean."
Right. No, he's realistic.
I don't like. I'm not a. Like if the Steelers lose on Sunday, I'm not going to be pissed off on Monday and be like, oh shit, I can't go to work on Monday because the Steelers lost.
Who's worse, Ohio State fans or Steeler fans?
Ohio State.
Yeah, any
Ohio State, I think, for
Ohio
sure.
Fans are obnoxious.
Horrible.
What's
up too, though?
Yeah,
they're both bad.
Yeah, they're both bad.
I hate seeing
the worst is that a lot of them are the same people.
Yeah.
When I see somebody in a Big Ben jersey, that makes me laugh. It's so dumb.
It is. It's very, very dumb.
It's so
Don't you think
dumb.
too? It's bad when like a dude's like in his like. And again, I'm not trying to pick on people's age, but like advanced age, like not advanced, but like adult age,
like middle age,
and they're wearing like the Steeler jersey, the Steeler hat, the Steeler shoes, the Steeler shorts, the Steeler sunglasses.
Like and it's situational. Like if you want to wear that to a Steeler party at your game,
right? Then I'm cool with it.
Absolutely.
But like if you're like going down to Pickles to have a few beers and you dress like that, you got a problem.
Yeah, it was same what I was saying about Taylor Swift. If you have to show everybody like, hey, this is my team. I get being proud for your team, and that's fine. But you should wear like one garment. Of exactly.
Your team. You don't need to wear everything.
Yeah, just wear a T-shirt.
Have a phone case with a pirate or like a wallpaper or something. You don't need a.
I give them credit for their passion.
Yeah.
I will give them credit for that. Like, Ohio State and Steelers.
If it's like a shirt that's not. Honestly, it's just the jersey that pisses me
the
off.
jerseys are just silly.
You've never been a fan of jerseys.
I hate jerseys.
I
always thought it was weird wearing like other guys' names on your back too. It's like
I don't like
this guy
that
could
at
be
all.
a criminal or a rapist.
To
like,
me,
hey.
if I wore a Michael Grove jersey, I get it that I'm supporting him and I love Michael Grove. And
but you know him though.
Exactly. It makes me weird thinking that I have his name on my back. It freaks me out. It weirds me out.
Well, then you have to like live up to his standards. You can't go out and like hit somebody with a tire iron on the side of the road.
I know the guy. Like I feel like if your name was on my back or if my name was on your back, I'd feel weird about it.
I'd wear your jersey.
Like I feel like Michael would not want me to have his name on my back.
I think he would rather you wear it than guys that like beat Giants fans to death at a Dodger game. I think he would rather go with you.
I love Michael, by the way. God
we
bless
love
him.
him.
We love him. Just an example.
We just use him as an example.
Yeah. Don't wear a jersey.
Yeah, jersey, fine line for jersey. Plus, I always thought it was ridiculously a stupid idea when you buy a guy's jersey and then he gets traded like the week after.
Yeah.
And then you're just like, I was wasting money.
And then it's at TJ Maxx for like $5.
Right.
Like I remember seeing Josh Bell jerseys at where the hell was it? Was somewhere but I went frequently and I would see a Josh Bell.
Sorry.
Yeah,
not Josh Bell.
Yeah, no, not Josh Bell. Josh Bell's alive. The hippo. I think we had a dead hippo.
We got a lion getting involved. We have a lioness involved now.
We got a dead hippo.
Yeah, shut her down.
Poor hippo.
Where did you see Josh Bell jersey?
I can't remember where I saw it.
Probably
it was
like
somewhere,
Gabe's or one of those.
It was like
probably at Plato's
TJ Maxx
Closet or something.
Somewhere where I saw it all the time where nobody would buy him because he was gone. But yeah, Josh Bell wasn't ever that good anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, honey, we got to go to wedding counseling. Let me get my.
Let me get dressed.
What kind of jersey you think Attila the Hun wore when he went into battle?
He was. What number do you think he was? 82.
69.
No, 00.
yeah. I would wear an Attila the Hun jersey. It just says Hun on the back.
Yeah.
Maybe we should start making like the people like a Tom Thumb jersey, like thumb on the back.
Robert
That'd
the
be
Bruce.
cool.
Yeah.
Like we have Pine Room jerseys, and we like
We
Tom,
could do our own jersey line.
Yeah.
Robert the Bruce.
Now
1306.
and
That'd
that's
be creative.
also if the jersey is like, for instance, like TJ Maxx, I saw a jersey for the American or like Team USA for baseball like in 2011. Like if you want to wear that
when
I was TJ Maxx or Marshalls yesterday.
Damn.
Yeah.
But like if you wear that, okay, that's a little better because you're not wearing.
Yeah, I'll give you some of those old throwback
Yeah,
jerseys. Like an
that's
old
cool.
throwback, like Chris had a Sandy Koufax. Like, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, that's cool. But anyway.
Now,
enough
Jubb, you
about
can
jersey
make
talk.
like if we were going to do a Pine Room jersey line from like some of the people we've talked about, Tom Thumb for sure.
Yeah,
Thumb.
And then we
What
got
number was
what
Tom
number would
Thumb?
Tom Thumb be?
One, I think.
Probably one.
One.
No,
Yeah, I think one.
You
Thumb.
can make it like a thumb.
Yeah.
And then the big question for you is if Lizzie Borden was a jersey, would she be number 30 or 31?
Nah, she'd be 2 for the both heads. She
All for 2
smashed
heads.
in,
Okay.
yeah.
Because isn't that rhyme go about Lizzie Borden took an axe, gave her father how many?
2 whacks or something.
No, I think it was
Oh,
like
yeah.
20 or 30.
Yeah, because
And then the other mom got 31 or the dad.
Yeah. It could be those. We could do that. Yeah, we could have like blood on the bottom of
Yeah.
it.
So the reason we're saying that is because on history, I just sort of looking. Robert the Bruce invaded. He had a big battle win, and Attila the Hun got defeated by the Romans and the Visigoths, and then Lizzie Borden was on there. So we talked about those today at on the radio. And Jubb's a big Lizzie Borden supporter.
Well,
He watched the trial. He was actually on the jury.
Yes, he was there.
He was the foreman of the jury.
Hey, Cools.
Yep.
You hate this guy. You hate his guts. Pablo Picasso opens first art exhibition at 19 years old in Paris.
Fucking pathetic.
So who's more pathetic, the Picassos or the Swifties?
Swifties. I can't.
Okay.
It's so weird. I'm not gonna get.
Go
into
ahead.
it.
No, say what you're going to say.
It's weird to dress up as her and go to her concert.
That's
Really.
That's really weird.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, maybe little girls, but
Yeah.
Yeah, like
for
a
Halloween.
grown
If you're
woman,
31,
if a man's doing, we got issues.
Yeah,
I bet there was.
Oh,
I
I'm
bet
sure.
there was.
If you're 31 and you're dressing as Taylor
Yeah,
Swift,
like, and you got kids, and
Come on.
you're front row with it. And
come on.
I guess let's
Come
calm
on.
down a little bit.
Let's grow up.
You
Time
can love
to
the
grow up.
music.
Yeah.
You can even cry.
Yeah.
Wear your
Swift.
clothes.
Hey, T Swift, she's up on the stage.
Swifties, let's get the president of the Swiftie fan club on here.
It's a
Call us.
I just think it's a look at me tactic. And
Exactly.
I don't like
I
it.
Most
totally
likely right
agree.
about that.
Do you think Pablo Picasso was saying, "Look at me"?
I just think he just wasn't that talented. to be
Oh,
honest with you.
okay. Well, you're probably one of like the 4 people on the earth that has ever said Pablo Picasso wasn't talented. So I'll let you take
I'd
that.
love to meet the other 3.
Probably his dad and who knows? Pablo's dad. I don't think Rodney was judging art. Back in the day.
June 25th, 1876.
Yes.
The reason why Better's Last Stand is Better's Last Stand.
Your dad's favorite day.
General George Armstrong Custer and 250 men of the U.S. 7th Cavalry are attacked by over 3,000 Sioux and Cheyenne warriors at the Little Bighorn River. 1 scout and 1 horse were all that survived the attack in Custer's last stand.
Incredible. One
So,
horse.
The reason Better's Last Stand is my dad would say...
I feel like General Custer after
Yes.
we get slaughtered on a Saturday in college football after Nick gives us like 6 losers that
Yeah.
are dead by the first quarter.
Yep.
So you're
Exactly.
putting your bets in. You're in your Better's Last Stand. There you go. A little insight behind the curtain. Anything else on history, and then we'll wrap her up.
Well, Cooley's buddy's on there again.
Uh-oh.
And not Picasso.
Galileo?
Oh, yeah, Galileo.
Adolf? Is he on
Man
there?
of the Stars.
Where's Adolf?
Well, we were talking about it
he
today
went
on
and
the
visited, what did he do today?
Oh.
23rd, 1940.
He after conquering France, Hitler visits the grave of Napoleon Bonaparte in Paris.
Yeah.
Yep.
What
Who's
a
that?
what a matchup.
Yeah, Napoleon.
Napoleon was
Who's
a
that?
ruthless ruler of France.
Yeah. He was
Ruthless
people
warmonger.
say he was really tiny, but he was only like 5'5". It wasn't like he was a dwarf. He was like he was
Borderline.
yeah,
He wasn't quite in Tom Thumb's range, but
He was a mean fella.
yeah, he was a little before.
and then we learned today on the radio that the U.S. got a hell of a deal, 2 cents a square acre for Alaska.
Yeah, that's an unbelievable
Ripped the
deal.
Russians off there.
We had an incredible deal. I wonder
2
who
cents per
our
ruble.
GM was. Who was it at the time? Was
Oh, it was Andrew Johnson.
Andrew Johnson.
Yeah, right after the Civil War.
Our GM.
Yeah, he was our general manager.
And then he got impeached.
Yeah.
Little bastard.
Yeah, so that was one thing he did
He had
good.
to reconstruct the South. He had bought Alaska, and the guy got impeached.
Who would you rather have as your GM? Would you rather have Bill Veek or our boy?
Look at this girl's shirt on here. Not to interrupt, but I don't know if that's...
Well, that's not,
Wow.
shouldn't be okay.
I mean,
She's in
I'm all right
Miami.
with it, but some people get offended. My God, this is a pregame
what?
of a
Pregame
Marlins
Marlins show.
game. Good Lord.
She was very
Promiscuous.
revealing.
She's got the
on
tamales out.
Good on her.
Yeah. Good for her is right.
Anything else on here?
I don't know.
I think we throw it.
Vespasian conquers Jericho in 68 AD. Huge day in the
What a-
Roman Empire.
Who?
Vespasian.
Yeah. Now, if I see you wearing a Vespasian jersey, you better believe I'll.
So he wasn't one of the Roman rulers that believed in incest.
Oh,
or
yeah,
something.
then-
You better
yeah.
check your rulers when you're getting to those guys.
always check your rulers.
Oh, Chris's boy's on here. I don't know if you already said this. June
Dillinger?
22nd, 1934. John Dillinger named public enemy number one.
Yeah, Chris is a big Dillinger guy. Chris might have rolled with Dillinger. In
Yeah,
those
no,
days. Bank rob, stick him up.
Who Bugsy?
Oh yeah, Bugsy
Yeah,
Siegel.
yeah,
today.
Bugsy.
He invented the casino today. Cools.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
He
opened
started
the first
Vegas.
casino
Yeah,
in
he
Vegas.
had that idea. That's pretty cool that the guy did that.
Good
And then
for
the
him.
mob backed all that. I mean, that was all mob money.
Well, talking about casinos,
Putting guys in the ground and
Yeah.
then making people
He's
lose
done
their
a lot of
entire life
corruption.
savings.
smash their hands. Talking about casinos, luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. Take that to the bank, Seneca.
And that wasn't an Indian.
No.
That was a philosopher of Rome, I believe.
Yeah, he, along with the many philosophers that we
Wasn't Seneca Heller.
shout out.
Shout out Seneca.
Ziegenfelders.
Yeah.
All right, well, we are going to wrap it up here at the Pine Room Studios. We appreciate you joining us. Myself, Cooley, Jarrett, Matt, here to sign off.
Get
Check
well
us
soon,
out.
Jeff and Coach.
Yes.
Send your cards at the
hopefully,
Pine Room Podcast. Contact at the
play.
Pine Room Podcast.
Hopefully they're having fun, or at least my dad and my mom are having fun at Oreo Speedwagon. We are going to wrap it up here in the studio. Check us out on the radio. When you hear this, you can tune right into the radio.
Yeah, probably be coming out as a prelude right to the radio.
At
huh?
12 o'clock on Thursday. Going to be talking all kinds of things. Got new games. Tell me we're playing all kinds of stuff.
Might have cousin Nate who just signed at Notre Dame.
Yes.
on. And shout out to baby Greta and Nate. 'cause
Yeah,
we did it on the radio, but sometimes I forget on
I
the
know.
show.
Yeah,
and I know it's hard to remember.
Yeah, so congratulations to Max and Lauren for baby Greta, who is the newest member of our family.
Grandma Bonnie and Uncle Sam.
Yes, and for which happened on the same day, which is fascinating.
Within like a few hours.
Yeah,
of
it
each
was.
other.
It really
was
was.
pretty neat.
It was in that text thread. It was like baby, 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 or no,
No, I think
Right,
it was
it
baby.
was.
It was baby first. I
It
think,
was
right?
baby. Well, we had talked about Nate. She gave us the links and stuff that like the day or
Yeah.
two before.
baby, 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 Notre Dame, Notre
Yeah,
Dame,
and then
Notre
it was
Dame.
on Notre Dame.
All
yeah.
right, so shout out to baby Greta. Hopefully, this is your first podcast.
She'll be listening with her dad. I
Yes.
guarantee.
Yeah. So shout out, baby Greta. We love you very much, and I can't wait to meet you. And can't wait to have you in the studio and get you on air. You'll be
put the headphones on.
telling us about the best rattles in the business right now. And
Best
then
binkies.
shout out to Nate Roberts. I can't really describe him as an athlete because I don't.
It's
know
almost
much about
hard to
sport.
like even say that we have a. He literally
Yeah.
committed
The top
to,
recruit
to
for
Notre Dame.
for
Notre
the
Dame
tight
like,
end position.
Football,
So
like,
he
The
committed.
most
like the
prestigious,
Notre Dame, not like Notre Dame College.
yeah,
Notre
the most
Dame.
prestigious college football program in the history of
So,
civilization.
Our
Yes.
cousin
Regardless if they've been good or not recently.
Nate Roberts
They are.
committed to Notre Dame the same day that Greta was born, so congratulations to him and his family. We were originally going to do the announcement at our house at the Pine Room. He wanted to come up here to the set, but I talked to the guy from CBS Sports.
Notre Dame trumped us by
and
somehow.
I
Can't
wonder
figure
why.
that out. They
But-
got like a $60 trillion endowment. And
Yeah, and
we
I'm
won.
on the phone.
We won
hey,
show of hands. Fuck
Yeah,
you, Notre
come
Dame.
on.
Come on.
I'm on the phone saying, "Hey, let's what can we work out
Let's
here?"
play hardball.
Yeah.
Who
put
do you,
put father on
who
the
do
line.
you think you are?
Put the pressure on him.
Do you know who you're talking to right
Yeah,
now?
do you know who this
but
is?
Congratulations to both of them and their families. Awesome stuff. Good things for our family, and going to add that to the list of things that our family has left a mark on in the world, especially with new life being brought into it. But we're the Pine Room Podcast. Check us out at the Pine Room Studios on social media. Shout out to IC Cab for sponsoring this episode. And until next time, we'll see you here in the Pine Room.
Let's find those submarines.
Yes.
Go
later.
Bucks.